Welcome back, folks. Let's do a quick review of the week that just finished. So we talked about some pairs, Euro USD, talked about Euro New Zealand, US oil, Australian dollars CAD, Euro Swiss franc, GBP Swiss franc, GBP New Zealand, and Canadian dollars Swiss franc. So for the first one, Euro USD, I still want price to I wanted price to trade into this zone, but it didn't. So it gave me a quick buy for the week. So this is where I'm targeting for price to get to if we're going to sell, then before we start selling. So I had a clean entry from here. This was my entry right here, somewhere here. So I bought, stopped here, booked 1:3 on Euro USD. What do I think will happen? I think it will still go up. I think it will still buy to this zone, but this was just all I could see throughout the week on Euro USD. Other persons might have seen, got some sells or buys, but this was the only thing I saw that was neat, and I participated in it. Then another one is Euro New Zealand. Euro New Zealand booked well last. I marked it out, but it didn't get to our target. So what I do is any correlated pair like GBP New Zealand, Euro New Zealand, once I have the same, they have the same bias, which they usually do. So if one gets to the target first, I'm closing the other one manually. And GBP New Zealand got to my target, although it didn't come back to the zone I thought it might trade to. It came back, but I saw another opportunity here using the 15 minutes. So, and it was just 1:2, and it also booked. Another one is USOIL. USOIL did well also. So I wanted USOIL to run this low, then I'll buy from here, but it didn't. So I bought from here. This was my first. This 1:10 was my first entry. Then it gave me another entry here. So I took another long right here. So the stop of this, I brought it to this place. Then the stop of this was also at this low. So we got to this area. I took something off, and we dropped lower, took another buy here, stop here, took another buy here using this. I almost came to my stop, then back in profit. What do I think will happen on this pair? What I think will happen on the open is we'll trade down to this fair value gap in this 1 hour time frame. Let me just hide this. I think we'll trade down to this zone. Stop can be safe here. I think we'll still continue buying from here. I'm still targeting these highs. Now, this is the same formation with UKOIL. So if for UKOIL I'm buying from here, I might leave my stop just below these lows, or it's also looking like something that might be run out, but I think it would hold this price up. Now, if UKOIL gets to this target first, I'll close my US oil manually. I wouldn't wait for the markets on US oil to get it to the profit. So I also talked about AUD CAD. I said I wanted it to trade into this zone. Then this will be my first TP, then second TP, but I don't want it to get to this zone first. So, but that's what it did. It came to this low first, so I didn't participate in it again. I wasn't interested in it again. And Euro Swiss franc, which gave me a little loss actually, Euro Swiss franc and GBP Swiss franc, the both of them. So I took a sell. At this point. It just tapped me in, traded down, 2 candles, took a swing low here, fair value gap. So I brought my stop loss to this high, which it ran out. The same thing with GBP, it did the same thing. So when I broke even on that, I also broke even on this as well, which took me out. And I also tried a little stuff with this. It also took me out. Now, it wasn't clean. I just threw in something there. It took me out. Now, if I'm trading this kind of pairs like GBP, CHF, Euro, JPY. Now, what I normally want is for them to correlate with dollar. Once they are in alignment with dollar, I'm good to go. If I'm going to go in on GBP, JPY longs, I would want to have a clean setup as well in USD, JPY. If I'm not getting a clean setup in USD, JPY, I wouldn't be interested. Even if I would want to take it, I would also risk so little. Because most times, when it's not in alignment with USD, from my own view and my own strategy, sometimes it doesn't go that well. So I always wait. And this last week, USD was not in alignment, so I just risked it and it failed. But the rest, CAD, which is the last one, CAD, Swiss franc, CAD Swiss franc, which is the last one. So this is the target level, and this is the level I was waiting for it to trade into. It also failed to trade into that level. It went straight to the target. So out of 8, we had is it 8 or 9? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out of 9, 2 failed. Then the other 7 went our direction. So in my mentorship group, we cut Euro USD, we cut Euro New Zealand, cut GBP. Is it GBP or we cut USOIL and UKOIL, and also we cut the one that is not here, JPN225. So we cut this. Oh, I wanted to buy from here, but I missed it, so I bought here, which I went on break here when it ran up and it took me out. Some other persons held it. So this is my first target, and this is my second target and my ultimate target. So what do I want to see in this now? On the daily, I'm still bullish on this. I'm looking if we are going to trade into this zone. If we trade into this zone, I will continue buying from here. I will still continue targeting this high and this high, but first I will take something off right here. Then I'll be targeting this high and ultimately this. Another one that I have the same kind of bias is I'm still bullish on this USOIL and UKOIL. I'm still bullish to this high, and this high. That's where I'm looking at oil to trade to. But is it 90% of my positions here if we get to this point? Or if UKOIL gets to this point, I will exit there and wait to see if we can trade higher. Now for this coming week, there is nothing that is interesting to me. Nothing that I want to see. The formations are not just looking, I will just be looking for buying opportunities on Euro USD to see if I can follow it up to this point, but I really wanted it to trade into this zone. That's why I had an alarm here. I really wanted it to dip down before going up, but it failed to do that. No problem. That will be all. I don't think there is any other thing that I'm interested in. Not gold, nothing. Gold, this is the level I'm looking at for it to run first. If it runs here, then I might start looking for shorts. But for now, I will sit on my hands. This week, I'm just holding USOIL over. Only USOIL. That's what I'm on presently. USOIL. I'm waiting to see if we'll get to this high this month. That's what I will really be expecting. So on the open, let me see if we'll run to this and continue going up. Let's just see what happens. So until our next review, I wish you a profitable week and be safe.